This is a live look at Navy. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulls offense will go to work first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll run it on the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Smith dropping to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Bulls want to move quickly.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Run in the red zone. It's Thurman. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, USF! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the – he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Calls his own number. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space. It's Baptiste. And they swarm him under. It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will have to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Upshaw. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it on the counter. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Bulls are marching down the field. On the run, it's Simon. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. On the option. Keeps it on first down. They haven't breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. Got enough for the first. They bring him down. The option 1-2 perfection, and it will move the chains. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Here's a little room there. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. He'll take it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Gets the back moving. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll try to convert with the read on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Goes to the option. The option, he'll keep it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here comes the option. Keeps it on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Now on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Red pass, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. Found a seam. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the red zone, it's Thurman. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Simon. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback keeper. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Running inside. It's Baptiste. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Baptiste. Got a little grass. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Holds and fires complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself up.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Complete in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Navy operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Wolves use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Field goal is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Makes a catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Timeout now called by USF, and that's their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Turns it loose. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin our coverage with Alabama in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Crimson Tide, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. Now back to your game in Annapolis. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Finds his man. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dumps it to the back. Got it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Headed outside. It's Baptiste. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. On the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They'll run the option. The option, the keeper. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Complete. Pulled down for the tackle. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Thurman. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Thurman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Bulls send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And Navy will go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Motion from the back. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Navy will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Pulls it on the option. but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Doing it himself again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The run inside. It's Baptiste. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the delay, it's Simon. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. 2nd down coming up. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. We'll send the tight end in motion. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They boot it away. Secures it at the 30. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On the option. Maybe some room here. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baptiste. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Swings it out to the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. On the move, it's Thurman. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. And now on 3rd down, shadowed their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The keeper on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He'll keep it again on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Running inside. It's Baptiste. Could be an alley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll go to the counter. Gets away from one, finds room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Simon. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The hand to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good, easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulls! The defense putting points on the board. in this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Let's go! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And here comes the Navy offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go.
Makes the grab and room to run. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Navy quick to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field.
Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Navy!
And you see so much of this in college football now. Spread guys out, find my matchups, let my big wide receivers on the outside go up, make plays, make me look good as a quarterback. It makes me look real good as a coach as well.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Nice move there. Still making moves. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Bulls have it with a first and goal. Going to the run, it's Simon. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, South Florida. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Navy quick to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Skips away from pressure. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.